Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to the Lucy Chronicles. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lucy and I'm a Christian and I love to read. But if you're a returning subscriber, gosh, thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I just appreciate that you've supported me even in my absence, because Lord knows that it's been a shameful amount of time since I've posted any content here on YouTube, and I'm genuinely sorry about that, but there's a significant reason for my absence, but I'm not going to share that in this video. If you do want to know, let me know in the comments, and if enough interest is generated, I will film another video and share that information with you guys. But today I'm going to spare those details because I really want to get my March TBR done. I just want it out there because not only has it been a hot minute since I put any content on this channel, not talking months, talking years that this channel's been dormant, but it's also been a hot minute since I picked up a book, since I finished a book. I picked up books, but it's been a hot minute since I finished a book. Okay, I've still been reading here and there, but finishing a book cover to cover, it's been months. We're going to atone both of those things today. We're going to get my channel active again, and I'm going to do everything in my power to keep it active. And I'm going to get my nose back into a book where it belongs. So today we're going to film the TBR. I want to do it with a little bit of a twist. I've been watching a lot of people on YouTube who have been using a prompt jar to kind of determine the fate of their monthly TBR. TBR, for those that don't know, stands for to be read. These videos are so much fun to watch. I can't even speak highly enough about them. They're just so captivating and entertaining, and I think it's a fun twist on a very classic favorite here in BookTube. So basically what they do is they have a jar or a hat box like me full of different prompts, like read a book with yellow on the cover, read a book by your favorite author, read a book that's been on your TBR for forever, etc. Those kinds of prompts, and they randomly pick them and then they choose the book on camera. Set a limit of 6 for my TBR, 6 until I get back in the swing of reading again. 3 that I've got checked out from the library, and then I'm gonna do 3. We're gonna select 3 from the hat box. I think it's gonna be fun, and hopefully you guys like this. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna choose my prompts first, and then after we've selected the books from the prompts, I will share the 3 books that I checked out from the library. Okay? Okay, so what is this? A book that intimidates you. Okay, that's a really good one. For whatever reason, you guys, City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, like the entire Shadowhunters world intimidates me because I'm not a super huge fantasy reader. Like Harry Potter is really the only fantasy series that I've read start to finish. And so books of this caliber and in this genre in general kind of intimidate me, but especially books of this heft. Like she's thick, you guys. How many pages is she? But I literally have heard nothing but awesome things about this, so I really I want to get into it. I feel like I'm so late getting on the Cassandra Clare train, but it just needs to happen. 485 pages, so almost 500 pages. I don't really know what it's about. This is one of those books I bought literally because of BookTube. All I know is that it's like an urban fantasy, I think, where there are these humans that are coexisting with these robot type creatures. I really don't know, but I'm feeling very inclined to actually have this be the first book I read this month, because I want to know what the hype is about. I don't want to hype myself up too much. I feel like everyone else has already done that, but every fantasy I've read, I love, but the genre just intimidates me, and I really don't know why. I think I'm gonna go City of Bones, and I know I might get some people coming at me because there's controversy on if you should read The Mortal Instruments or Infernal Devices first. I have the first of both here, but I think I'm gonna read City of Bones because I think the people that I follow the most of them say this, you should start with Mortal Instruments. So I'm excited. Now I'm nervous, but I'm very excited. I think this is gonna be the first one I read in March. Alrighty, let's go on to the second prompt. This is so fun, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a book that you think you will rate 5 stars. That's a good one too. I think I'm gonna go with a completely different genre from City of Bones. And we're gonna go with The Little Paris Bookshop. Since that I don't really know what this is about. I should probably choose one that I know what it's about. So, oh, you guys, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna go with Nicholas Sparks, 2x2. I'm a huge Nicholas Sparks fan. I know that's really an unpopular opinion on BookTube, but it makes me cry every single time. Like, every book I've read from him makes me cry. Yes, a lot of it's cheesy. Yes, a lot of it's like super tropey, but he just has a way of taking my heart out of my chest, throwing it on the floor, stomping on it, and then putting it back in, and just like breaking me. I think I'm gonna go with 2x2. Isn't the cover adorable? Here's a funny story. I bought this because at the time it was the newest release for him, and I didn't care what it was about. So I just saw Nicholas Sparks released a new book, and I just grabbed it and took it off the shelf. And I've never even read the flap. Should we read the flap together? Because I'm kind of curious now that we're talking about it. Let's read the flap together. At 32, Russell Green has it all. A stunning wife, a lovable 6-year-old daughter, a successful career as an advertising executive, and an expansive home in Charlotte. He is living the dream, and his marriage to the bewitching Vivian is the center of that dream. But underneath the shiny surface of this perfect existence, fault lines are beginning to appear, and no one is more surprised than Russ when he finds every aspect of the life he took for granted turned upside down. In a matter of months, Russ finds himself without a job or wife, caring for his young daughter, London, that's a really cute name, by the way, while struggling to adapt to a new and baffling reality. Trying to launch his own business while grappling with the demise of his marriage, the only thing he knows for certain is that London must be sheltered from the consequences of these radical changes. Throwing himself into the wilderness of single parenting, Russ embarks on a journey at once terrifying and rewarding, one that will test his abilities and his emotional resources beyond anything he ever imagined. When a chance encounter with an old flame tempts him to take a chance on love, again, he will navigate this new opportunity with trepidation and wonder. But with the loyal support of his parents and his wise older sister Marge, and in the hard-won lessons of fatherhood, Russ will finally come to understand the true nature of unconditional love, that it is a treasure to be bestowed, never earned. Okay, now I'm excited. I think I'll rate this 5 stars, but we shall see. Guys, I've got 2 pretty hefty books on my TBR so far. Okay, last prompt. I'm super excited. And then we'll talk about the 3 library books I got. All right, this one is a book you bought solely because of the cover. That's a really good one. Okay, there's several. What's a really good one? Oh, this is so hard, you guys. Let's go with this one. This is called I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. The cover is very simplistic. Honestly, the side spine is kind of what caught my attention. But, oh, is this like, that's what the actual cover looks like, I think. But I literally have no idea what this is about. I just saw it in the Half Price bookstore, and I was like, oh, that looks really cute. Should we read the back? Let's read the back. I like doing that on my channel. I like to read the back. Okay. At first, Jude and her twin brother are Noah and Jude, inseparable. Noah draws constantly and is falling in love with a charismatic boy next door, while daredevil Jude cliff dives and does all the talking for both of them. Years later, they are barely speaking. Oh. Something has happened to change the twins in different yet equally devastating ways. But then Jude meets an intriguing, irresistible boy and a mysterious new mentor. The early years are Noah's to tell, the later years are Jude's, but they each have only half the story, and if they can find their way back to one another, they'll have a chance to remake their world. Oh, it's a brother-sister story. That's kind of cute. Okay, now I'm really excited, and it's not very long. It's like 371 pages, so it's pretty short. And the font is pretty good size, so I think I'll whiz through. I really hope there's not a ton of swearing. That's one of my biggest turnoffs with these YA and these contemporary fictions I use the word secular very loosely because, you know, secular means that it's without God or it's sinful, if you will, and I don't think that reading secular books is a sin. But I do have issues with especially really strong, frequent swearing. If it's like literally every other page or several on a page and it's like really like strong, I can't handle it, and I end up DNFing it. So I'm praying that this one is mild to no swearing, and I will definitely let you know. And that's pretty common here in the Christian booktube world. We don't like a ton of swearing, and we really liked closed door romances. Okay, 3 library books. These are the other 3 books that will be on my TBR this month, and these are all, to my knowledge, Christian fiction. All of them I found here on BookTube by Christian fellow booktubers, and I'm actually really excited to read them all. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first one is by Vanessa Miller. This is called Something Good, and she is a Christian fiction author, from what I understand. Alexis Marshall never meant to cause the accident that left John Robinson paralyzed. But though guilt plagues her husband hopes to put the past behind them. After all, he's in the middle of selling a tech business, and if Alexis admits to texting while driving, the deal could collapse and cost them millions. Meanwhile, Alexis's life is not as shiny and perfect as it may seem from the outside. She has secrets of her own, and as she becomes consumed with thoughts of the young man she hit, can she reconcile her mistake with her husband's expectations? Trish Robinson is just trying to hold it together after the accident that left John dependent and depressed. As the bills pile up, Trish and her husband, Dwayne, find themselves at odds. Trish wants to forgive and move on, but Dwayne is filled with rage towards the entitled woman who altered their lives forever. Trish can't see how anything good can come from so much hate and strife, so she determines to pray until God intervenes. Then one afternoon, Marquita Lewis rings their doorbell with a baby in her arms and changes everything. Vanessa Miller's latest inspirational novel reminds readers that differences may separate us, but if we can cling to each other, God can bring something good out of our very worst moments. I think it sounds really, really good. This is what the cover looks like. So, yeah, I'm actually really excited about this one. Okay, the next one is called Intervention by Terry Blackstock, and it's faith-based because Terry Blackstock is a Christian, and I've just heard really, really good things about her. I don't know if I've seen anyone talk about this book specifically. Barbara Covington has one more chance to save her daughter from a devastating addiction by staging an intervention. But when 18-year-old Emily disappears on the way to drug treatment and her interventionist is found dead at the airport, Barbara enters her darkest nightmare of all. Barbara and her son set out to find Emily before Detective Kent Harlan arrests her for a crime he is sure she committed. Fearing for Emily's life, Barbara maintains her daughter's innocence, but does she really know her anymore? Meanwhile, Kent has questions of his own. His gut tells him that this is a case of an addict killing for drugs, but as he gets to know Barbara, he begins to hope he's wrong about Emily. The mysteries intensify as everyone's panic grows. Did Emily's obsession with drugs lead her to commit murder, or is she another victim of a cold-blooded killer? In this gripping novel of intrigue and suspense, best-selling author Terry Blackstock delivers the up-all-night drama that readers around the world have come to expect from her. It just sounds really, really good. Yeah. It's Christian suspense fiction. Terry Blackstock's Intervention. Yeah. Okay. The last book on my TBR, the last one I checked out from the library, is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I didn't even read the flap. I was just like, I know someone on Christian BookTube has talked about Lynn Painter, so I'm going to grab it. So, the first time Bailey meets Charlie, he is the worst. While moving to Omaha after her parents' sudden divorce, Bailey finds herself trapped for 10 hours with a cynical and obnoxiously opinionated stranger, the polar opposite of her careful, well-behaved, cheery temperament. So imagine her surprise when years later, Charlie turns out to be her co-worker at her new job. But this time around, they find themselves talking comfortably and even laughing. Still, they agree they can't stand each other, and when they witness two of their coworkers flirting, their commentary on the moment spirals into a bet. Charlie insists that members of the opposite sex can't be just friends, and Bailey is determined to prove him wrong. Amidst all their bickering and playful banter, Charlie works to deflect the feelings he's developing for Bailey. He is terrified to lose her if his crush becomes known, and what doesn't help his agenda is Bailey and Charlie fake dating in order to disrupt the annoying pleasantries between Bailey's mom and her mom's new boyfriend. Soon, what Charlie was hoping to avoid becomes a reality as Bailey starts to see him as not only a friend, but someone who makes her hands shake and heart race. But Charlie has a secret that involves Bailey and another that Charlie may have made. Can the two make a real go of things, or has Charlie's secret doomed them before they can start? I kind of like this idea of me just like randomly grabbing books off the shelves at the library based on the cover and reading the synopsis together. But this looks really cute. I can't even remember what Lynn Painter book I wasn't even in there for a Lynn Painter book. Like, I was in there for like 5 other Christian fiction authors. I do have a hold at my library for another Terry Blackstock book and an Emily Henry book and another Vanessa Miller book. So those will be for hopefully April. So let me hold up my stack of my official March TBR. That's hefty. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. I have a thrift haul to share with you guys that will be coming very soon, as well as a bookshelf tour, because I know that a lot of people really love watching those types of videos. I love watching those types of videos. So yeah, I hope this was fun for you. It was so fun for me. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. And I hope that the first few days of March are just beautiful. I love you all so much. Thank you again to those who have been with me since the beginning. I appreciate and I love you from the bottom of my heart. I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye-bye.